Hey everyone, welcome to day one recap in the Karen Read trial. I won't be doing one of those deep dive recaps because I do live stream the entire trial, so I won't be sitting here for an hour talking about the evidence. My recaps will be more what did I feel we saw. So shorter, probably a little more explosive, but this is how I'm going to do them during the trial because, again, I also have to live stream the entire trial. And let me start by saying Pep's still biased. Brennan has a lot of misstatements. This is what we call it when he lies, because we can't call him a liar. And Brennan has no case. This is my raw take after day one. Brennan is even worse than Daly. I know there's lawyers out there who said, well, just he's a great lawyer. Wait for it. Come on now. When the case starts, we'll see how good a lawyer he is. He started his normal Weasley whining, saying, I want Arca out, because if Arca comes in and gets to test his experts' crappy homework, he knows it'll crumble like a snowman in the middle of summer. So he wants Arca out now, or he wants the case pushed because he didn't get some text messages. He was screaming like he always do, and trial by ambush and blah, blah, blah. Bev demanded that the defense couldn't mention Arca, and she then made another voir dire of the Arca guys. At this point, I'm thinking she just want to see Crash Daddy again. She's so highly biased, it's going to be hell again. Opening statements, I would rate Alan Jackson from the defense. Let's start there. Had a better opening statement than David Yannetti because he didn't focus so much on the names of individuals, but he had a great way of marrying the Bowden and the third-party culprit defense without it becoming, hey, look at this person, look at that person. He implied that the Albert family are something you have to look at, but you also have to look at Trooper Proctor and why we will never get justice in this case. And I thought I would probably rate him at a high B+. I think I had Yannetti at a C+. I thought it was too much third-party culprit. It got hard to follow. But I think Alan Jackson, with his energy, his indignation, and his passion, was a really good opening statement for the defense, especially following the Commonwealth. I can't tell you enough how bad I find Brennan's opening. I saw other people saying on Twit, well, it was a good opening for those who didn't watch the first trial. I don't know where you saw that. I talked to people who didn't really follow the first trial, and they said the same thing I said. I can't follow where he's going. Remember the first trial. Karen hits John at 12:45. Whoopsie, the Wi-Fi shows she connects to John's house, so she must have been leaving at around 12:30 at Fairview 34. They now know they have that little 15-minute problem. So Brennan starts to massage it to kind of claim that Karen was at the house and hit him before she went home. The only problem, John's phone closes manually. Someone closes John's phone after he checks a text message at 12:32. Now the story is they were arguing. Get up to the house, still arguing, slowly moving down to the end of the road, which is not in tune with what the Nagel said. They said she was parked, and then she moved up, and then she moved up again. Never mind that. It's misstatements from Brennan. Then John gets out. She moves up and then floors it. Hits him. He then stays standing while she drives away. Even though we also have to believe she knocks him down and instantly incapacitates him with a hit to his head. But after he's hit, he's outside of the car, checking a text message, remembering, oh my God, I just got hit by a 6,000-pound car. I better fly in the air, knock my head, pass out, and never wake up again, while dropping my phone under me. So the phone's battery will tell you he never entered the house. If that made sense to you, I want what you're smoking. It makes no sense. His opening statements were worse than Lally's. Lally just read a long list of names and said the other one's guilty. I don't know what Brennan thought when he read that to his mirror and said, oh, 38 minutes of pure goodness. Anyone who listened to that must have felt dumber. I'm sorry, that's just my reaction because it made no sense. It'll conflict with facts later because John's phone is manually operated at 12:32. Karen Read can't be at Fairview 34 at 12:32. It's not possible because they want you to believe that it was a dusting of snow that made it hard to drive, and still she made a 6-minute drive in 3 minutes, which 4 minutes. Let's be nice. 4 minutes. She made a 4-minute drive, even though we don't see any speeding on any camera. Remember, we don't have those cameras from her going home, only have them going to the place. Isn't that magical? But she's a rally driver who, first of all, bumps John O'Keefe, magically stops her car and drives off. No one hears anything. He stays standing for at least 20 seconds before he remembers he get hit and throws him back and punches his head so hard he dies from it. This is Brennan's opening in a nutshell. You can't prove this by science. So how can you prove it? Well, you can have shady witnesses. Clevin claimed that the defense witnesses only said what the defense wanted them to say, kind of implying they lied. Well, we started, again, I don't know what trial tactic this guy's going for. We started with EMT Nuttall. EMT Nuttall claims he heard, I hit him twice in the first trial. He then got very combobulated about when he heard it because it didn't line up with the facts. Now he remembers clearly hearing her saying, I hit him. And when they were carrying John to the ambulance, she apparently ran around all over the crime scene yelling, I hit him. No one else except Nuttall, McLaughlin, the friendless firefighter, Jan, and the last firefighter, can't remember his name. Sorry, there's too many names there. All of these people heard it clearly in personal conversations with Karen at the first trial. Now, she was running all over the crime scene. Who didn't hear it? The police, who never wrote it in a report. Who else didn't ever mention it to anyone? The firefighters didn't mention it. No one remembered she said that until they had a meeting with Proctor. Isn't that funny how it works? But this guy, let me just play a clip which will show you how bad it was. Brennan clearly coached him. He thought he was, I think he has main character syndrome. He thought he was doing really well and he would be the star of this case. And then AJ got to him.
Did he have an injury to the left side of his face?
He did not.
Did he have a black left eye?
Yes, he did.
Would you consider a black eye an injury?
Yes, sir.
Did he?
You catch that? Did he have an injury? No. Did he have black eye? Yeah. Is a black eye an injury? Yes. This guy was clearly coached, in my opinion. Had he been a defense witness, he would have been impeached with perjury and probably have gotten a fine or prison time. He contradicted himself multiple times. we know from court or from the rulings they're not allowed to talk about the jury. Some reporters did it. Aiden didn't. What I saw, and I won't go and read it because if we're breaking a rule and all of that, I won't be the one who's getting the stream taken down. But as I read the general vibe, the jury was just laughing at him because he was so bad. This was the first witness. It was horrible. The next witness came after a short little video clip without no introduction, without anything of Karen say, I don't know if I said it or did I say it. It was really weird. They were allowed to put in a video clip without any setup, without anyone to tell us where it's from. It was just a video clip. It's kind of like an intermission where you're thinking, what's that? I don't think it works for the jury. I don't know. I'm not a juror in this case. I can't tell you. But then we had Carrie. Remember Carrie, John's very best friend, who wasn't really his friend, who probably was more interested in John. She changed her story as well. Now, Karen is calling her, yelling, Carrie, Carrie, Carrie in the phone. That's what Jen said at the first trial. There's so many things where you're wondering, what the hell? Who? We didn't get to cross, but I'm guessing because they didn't cross-examine her the last time because her story wasn't that wild. Now she's elaborating on it and, oh, we were driving here and Karen was acting like this and we couldn't see anything and everything was bad. We were talking about Bella's mom. Who would talk about Bella's mom when you're getting directions? And she had this weird thing. She was asked, how many times have you been at John's house? 50 to 1,000 times. What are you, a professional stalker? Who goes to his house 1,000 times? It's such a weird number to make up. You can say 50 to 100. That would make sense because, oh, our kids played together. And there was one thing I really noticed is, oh, the Ring camera. Because they really want to have the Ring camera in this case again. I bet you it's to try again imply that Karen deleted Ring video, even though we know Ring says no video was deleted. If any video was deleted, it happened at the police, because remember, there is a police officer who wrote Ring video of Karen coming home that has never ever been produced and that they claim never existed. That was a mistake. But apparently they were going to go with the Ring camera got deleted again storyline. There was a little hiccup with Carrie because she changed the story from the first trial. At the first trial, she noticed Karen's tail light is broken at John's house because Karen shows it to them. Now she claims she saw it when the tail light lit up in Jen's driveway. That's probably going to be impeached on cross-examination. If I should rate day one, it was a clustermuck. It was a dumpster fire rolling into a burning factory that makes plastic dog poo. The Commonwealth has nothing. They're going to try and do the same they did at the last time, have witnesses misstate a lot of stuff. The defense seemed on it. But again, what does the jury hear? I don't know. We're going to watch it again today. 8:50 is when we're going to start our coverage. We're going to be there all day. We're going to watch all of it. I'm probably going to end up with a headache like yesterday because Special Prosecutor Brennan is worse than Lally. Yes, I said it. His Weasley face, his horrible voice, and I don't know the guy, but he doesn't seem like he has a lot of integrity, in my opinion.